Look at these beans. Oh yeah. Let's see if the cucumbers are coming up down here too. The beans have a great germination rate. I think all of them have sprouted. That one is still popping through, but there's that one. And it looks like we do have the cucumber coming up. It looks like all of those have sprouted. Oh yay. Over here on the south side of the garden, my beans are coming up. And it looks like over here my lettuces right there are coming up. Things seem to be doing better this time over here, because before Corey re-amended things, the beans weren't doing so good. The squash that we had planted previously, there's some more lettuce it looks like. The squash we had planted previously didn't do well after Corey added some more topical amendments. That's some new squash I planted, and here's some more, and some more beans over here. However, some of these greens that were planted previously survived that, and I'm really happy with the way things are looking right now, because things are actually coming up. And we'll see how the lettuce continues to come or not. To show you these here, I believe these are my carrots coming, so that's super exciting. They don't seem to be coming further down, but at least these are popping up, and hopefully those will come up soon. I'm not seeing the tomatoes that I planted the same time as the squash and the beans. Maybe they're just taking a little bit longer. I'll just keep an eye on them and see. I don't see any spinach coming up either. It may just be too hot still for that to germinate. I don't know. The second half of the garden has been knocked down. The cover crop is now laying on the beds and in the pathways. Our plan is to do the same thing on that side as we've done on this side and get that amended again. Corey's going to go through and do more soil testing to make sure he gets the right amendments on it, checking the pH and all of that. And then what we'll do is get it top tilled and lay all of the mulch back down on the beds so that they can, I'm not sure what the right terminology is, but so that all of the nutrients or whatever is taken from the soil can reduce down back into the soil. We're still going to leave most of the roots in the beds so that they can decompose and give back to the soil and aerate it and things like that, and continue to feed the microbiology in there, and go from there. We may, I'm not sure what we're going to do, if we're going to plant that this season, or if we're just going to remain dedicated on this side of the garden. You've probably noticed that on the side of the garden that's done, we've decided to move all of the mulch into the pathways and leave the garden beds open. That we've decided to do because it's much less confusing when you're trying to plant and see what's coming up, and the mulch is still beneficial for the walkways and marks out the walkways in an organized manner. So that's where we are at the moment, and we'll go from there. But we'll probably do the same thing on that side. out here, it's about 20 till 8, doing good on time. The sun hasn't peeked over. It's still coming up through the trees, so we've got plenty of time before it gets bad. I'm out here to plant some more seeds. I didn't get them planted last week. I did some, but not all the ones that I needed to. So I'm late with them, but I'm gonna get them in the ground, and that's what we're gonna do. Tuesday morning, the 13th. I've got a busy day. I'm gonna finish planting up the garden. There's 2 more rows that I've got to do. Actually, I've planted some things like where the tomatoes were and things like that, but on either side of the tomatoes, I'm gonna do like beets and amaranth, that's the word, the name of it, amaranth, and then beets and Ethiopian kale. And then I'm gonna plant some more carrots and things like that. So I'll be getting that done this morning before the sun gets too hot. But I've got a busy day, guys, and I am so tired. Bending over in that garden and moving and doing all those squats, and not to mention everything else that I am doing around here is quite tiring. So I am not gonna lie, I would rather be in bed right now. But I am trying to make sure that I stay consistent and keep the goal in mind and just keep one foot in front of the other, and I have to believe that we'll get there to where we want to be. So that is kind of my mindset this morning, and I have a lot of yard work to do. I've got mowing to do, I've got weed eating to do, because I don't want to so concentrate on the garden that everything else goes to pot. So otherwise it would just become this huge, well, it kind of has become quite overwhelming, but otherwise I don't want it to get so bad that we can't recover from it. So without further ado, let's get going. last day of the week, the work week anyway, and I'm gonna harvest some Barbados cherries. I hope you can see them in there. The sun's in my face, so I cannot see the screen. But I'm hoping to get a mother load. So this is a lot of cherries. Check these out. Aren't they pretty? I know some of them aren't as ripe as others, but hey, that's pretty good. I know that I have missed a lot more. Yeah, it's just because I haven't gotten out here to get them picked, but I'm looking forward to utilizing this tree more, this bush. Actually, it's needing a huge trim. We'll do that in the spring. Right now it's not the time to do it, but this is great. Now it's time to get some star fruit, and I'm going to try to move this to where you can see them. You see all those yellow things? Those, my dears, are star fruit. Check those out. I didn't realize they were so ready.